at 40 years old. He is the warhorse in this matchup. Also an 1.5 inches taller is Feijao, and the 3-inch reach advantage is something that he's going to use, but the size, the weight, normally Feijao walks around 230, 235. He is a big boy.
All right, here for the introductions of tonight's main event, the one and only, the estimable Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nationwide Arena as Strikeforce and Showtime present the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Rockstar Energy Drink. Bigger, better, faster, stronger, party like a rock star. We are sanctioned by the Ohio State Athletic Commission. The executive director is Bernie Profato. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 5 5-minute rounds for the Strikeforce Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and MMA fans joining us around the world, live from Columbus, Ohio, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, the challenger fighting out of the blue corner. One of the most decorated fighters in MMA history. He stands at 5 feet 11 inches, weighed in at 204.5 pounds. A freestyle fighter with a storied background in wrestling. His record stands at 26 wins and 8 losses. From Temecula, California, please welcome the 2-time U.S. Olympian and the 4-time MMA World Champion legend, introducing Dan Henderson. Across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, the defending world champion, standing at 6 feet 1/2 inch, and he weighed in at 204.5 pounds. A fighter raised in the disciplines of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. His record stands at 10 wins, 2 losses, with 9 knockouts and 1 submission. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, tonight making his first defense of the title, please welcome the Strikeforce World Light Heavyweight Champion, Feijao. And our referee in charge now to give instructions, Dan Mergliata.
All right, guys, been through the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourselves at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Step back. Good luck, guys.
Just over 7,000 fans in attendance, and they are amped, as we all are, in anticipation of tonight's main event. Will Rafael Feijao solidify his grasp on the title? Or will Dan Henderson continue to add to his legendary legacy? We are underway.
I don't know if I can take 5 rounds of these two going that. It's going to wear me out.
Feijao, obviously the bigger of the two, although Hendo has always mentioned, even though he's been very successful at 185, at this age he feels, he wants to enjoy his food, doesn't want to cut as much weight, and obviously also been very successful at 205, although he ate that vicious outside leg kick.
He smiled when he got kicked, but
that means it hurts.
A lot of respect here shown, and Feijao came out and bowed to Dan Henderson before the fight. Big respect.
Hey, Pat, what's that right hand that Henderson uses so well called?
I think you call it the H-bomb.
No, I think you do.
If he hit me with it, I would.
It's a trademark, and you can see he's locked and loaded, stalking the champion. 1 minute gone in the opening round. Feijao misses with a wild left.
Dan leaned in like he was going to let that right hand go. He's trying to get the timing for it.
It's funny, you could say there's another kick to the lead leg. I mean, it's not like it needs scouting. There it is, that right hand, and Feijao now knows what it feels like. Drops his hand, and he nails Henderson with an overhand right. Henderson is on the canvas, quickly getting back to his feet. Todd Plum, and the takedown from the Olympic wrestler.
Not playing around at all, man. Henderson finally showing he's a warrior. He got rocked hard, got up and got the takedown. That was amazing.
Feijao, a BJJ black belt. His manager Ed Suarez telling us that as good as he is in the stand-up, his ground game is even better. And it's hard to argue when you are taught by the BJJ masters like the Nogueira brothers, Anderson Silva. And of course, even in his corner tonight, maybe not so much known for his BJJ, but tremendous striker Pedro the Rock Rizzo.
Henderson's gathering his wits right now after getting dropped like that and getting the takedown. That was a, hey, I got to get this takedown or I'm in deep, deep trouble.
Keep busy,
he
guys.
got it. He can take a deep breath, gather his wits.
Yeah, exactly what he's doing. Feijao controlling the posture.
And the hand position. He's trying to get that arm down so he can bring that right leg up. Try for a triangle and armbar position. Once those knees come up, that's a dangerous position to be in.
So it's Feijao who lands the first big right hand of the fight, giving Henderson a taste of his own medicine. And the crowd chanting Hendo in support of the American fighter.
I like Dan's non-attempt to pass or do anything but beat you down.
And I think Pat was right. I think Dan right now is just saying, you know what, if he's going to give me the time and the referee's going to allow me to recover, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's up to Feijao now from the guard.
All right, break. Nothing's going on.
And Mergliata says, okay, nothing's happening. Let's bring you guys back to your feet.
Turn around. Ready?
Again, Henderson has been the 5-round distance on 2 different occasions. Both times, unfortunately, lost to Quinton Rampage Jackson and Jake Shields. And I don't know if he wants me to mention this, but the last time he fought here at the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, he was submitted by the man in Feijao's corner, Anderson Silva, as Henderson comes straight ahead.
Good job of punching to get his way in there, get into that upper body tie. He wants to be able to use his Greco, trying to wear Feijao out. But Feijao's a big guy, so, you know, who's going to get worn out from that, Frank?
I don't know, man. Dan's awful strong, but you're right. Feijao just looks massive out there.
Anderson Silva yelling out instructions to Feijao, whose back is along the fence. Some knees from Hendo, and now Feijao looking to block the knees. Referee Mergliata wants to see more action as we head into the final minute of the opening stanza. Nice body shot delivered by Henderson. Knee from Feijao. Each delivering knees.
Let go of the shorts.
Jockeying for position, final 35 seconds of the round.
Dan's got
Who gives the advantage in this? I mean, Feijao's the bigger guy, but Henderson is controlling him right now.
Yeah, Henderson's doing a good job. He's, you know, with the Greco experience that he's got, he had the over-under there, and he was looking to block the knee and dump Feijao, but Feijao got his back against the cage and changed the angle.
I think the advantage in that position is going to Henderson. Henderson's such a better, close quarter grappler when it comes to stand-up.
Final 10 seconds. A close opening round between Strikeforce light heavyweight champion Rafael Feijao and MMA legend Dan Hendo Henderson. And Mike Kyle watching with vested interest, the last man to defeat Feijao. Of course, he has former Strikeforce light heavyweight champ Mousasi on the horizon coming up April 9th in San Diego.
Well, Feijao drew first blood with the kick, but he came back with this. Dan Henderson, an overhand right that glazed and landed on top of Dan's head. And boy, he stoned him, dropped him right down. And you're right, Pat, he popped right up and meant business. Double leg trip position, leg trip, and right back into the guard.
You know, it's amazing what you can do when you're hurt. Guys are dangerous when they're hurt. Down goes Henderson. What in the heck just hit me? It's like, all right, time to scramble, baby. Let's get up, and that's what wrestlers do well, and a guy with that much experience like Henderson, the amount of fights he's had, big fights, he can survive.
He knew where to go.
Kelly Hutcherson, Strikeforce, Rockstar Energy Drink Card Girl, of course, so many great fans here in attendance as well, so many familiar faces, and Feijao and Hendo touch gloves to kick off round 2, guys. Hendo, when it came to power strikes, according to CompuStrike, outlanded Feijao 8-5. Very close opening round, Pat. How do you score it?
I'm going 10-9 with Feijao from the knockdown.
Ooh. I'll give it 10-9 with Hendo, but I think just Hendo rocks.
Ah, you're from California. That doesn't count.
Henderson now beginning to hunt down the champion, flashing the jab. Feijao avoiding the overhand right, looking for the takedown. Nice defense exhibited here by the champion.
Nice power fighting out of that takedown by Henderson.
Hendo's got something in his eye, blinking his eye out a little bit. He just wiped it.
Henderson loves to fight in the clinch. Feijao, you can hear those shots to the body. Really not much happening here.
Now, I think Feijao, as the younger, taller, bigger man, it's on him to work this. It's on him to make this a long, fast, tiring fight. You don't want Dan hanging in there for 5 rounds. It's not healthy.
Henderson picks up the single leg, going for the high crotch. And Feijao, just again, the bigger, stronger guy, able to defend it.
Yeah, it was a nice transition from the single leg to the punch, and now he's got the over-under again. He's going to look.
Looking for the takedown, Feijao, and there's the man. Henderson very strong here in the clinch with Feijao. And the balance beautifully done by Dan Henderson in a top position.
That's an Olympic wrestler for you right there, man. Getting them off their feet. Good luck.
Dan's got to get a little busy here, try to get that posture position again. Either make a pass or stand up and pound him out.
2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second round. Scrambling underneath as Feijao grabs a leg. Beautiful reversal. Nicely done by the champion.
That's that sick half guard offense that he's got from the bottom, man. Once they get rolling underneath you back and forth, it's like you're on top of a big blue Swiss ball.
Yep.
Trying to balance on it. It's really tough to stay on top.
And the smaller Hendo now on his back. And again, we've talked about it. It's been well documented, but it's the truth. His only 3 losses via submission have come to members of Feijao's camp. So obviously not a place that Henderson wants to be. He was even peeking over the referee saying, hey, you know, you can help me out here if you want.
I think the referee will stand him up, obviously, if they stay like this for much longer. Henderson's looking for that.
Do you think Feijao should try to pass?
I think Feijao needs to get to work or they're going to get stood up.
He wants to stay on the ground. Oh, there we go.
That's a smart move by Henderson. A lot of guys will go for submissions on the bottom and they'll miss them and they'll tire themselves out, and the fight won't get stood up because of that.
Well, he's only had 1 or make that 2 submission wins in his career, so it's not like he is a huge threat on the ground. Only when it comes to ground and pound, not submissions. High kick, grazes.
You got to set that up with a jab, and that would be money.
Overhand right, and again, that wild left hook. I mean, it's got lots of power, but needs to do a better job of setting it up, right, Pat?
He's throwing some heaters, though, man. You know, it's a good thing Henderson's getting out of the way of him now.
There's Superman punch by Henderson. Connects. Doesn't follow up. 55 seconds now. Nice outside leg kick delivered by Dan Henderson. And there's another Superman punch. Didn't get through the guard of Feijao, and immediately Henderson closes the gap back into the clinch. Well versed here with his Greco-Roman background. He wasn't a 2-time Olympian for nothing, and there you see it.
Now he's back in the half guard, though. He's got to pay attention. He cannot let Feijao get that left arm inside of his right leg and start moving him back and forth.
Final 20 seconds of the round. Henderson in top position in Feijao's half guard.
Oh, elbow to the thigh. Those hurt.
Final 10 seconds of the second round of the Strikeforce Light Heavyweight Championship bout. It's been a very competitive affair through 10 minutes of action between champion Feijao, challenger Henderson. Of course, Strikeforce Columbus, part of the Arnold Sports Festival, all about